Hey guys, Protein Cookies here again with another review video. So the question to answer today is the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller actually worth the upgrade, worth the money, or is it just another accessory you do not need as it is a bit pricey? Now I've been using this for a year now. I got this when I bought the Switch 2, so I have a good feel on how it performs in actual games and whether it's worth it or whether the value in it is there for you as a buyer. The first thing I want to talk about is the ergonomics. After all, if it doesn't feel good, it doesn't really matter how well it performs if you're not comfortable using it. Now, I'm a pretty big guy. I'm 6'2", so my hands are quite large. So for me, this controller, although it is comfortable, it sits in the hand securely, it is on the smaller end. For me, the likes of a PlayStation DualSense controller would fit me a little bit better as it's a little bit bigger. It's got longer stalks here. But as for someone that's realistically going to be as big a person playing this as possible, being on the smaller end probably isn't a bad thing. If there's kids using it, it's not going to feel too big in their hands. If you're someone that's maybe not over 6 foot, not that size, it should be very comfortable. So the ergonomics, although it's not perfect for me, I think they'll be quite good for the vast majority of people. Probably 99% of people, this will feel very comfortable. And it's very similar size as the original Pro controller for the original Switch. So if you like that, if that feels good to you, then this is going to feel right at home. The other things I like about it is the control sticks, the analog sticks here. They're quite stiff. So it's a little bit tricky maybe if you're doing FPS games, things like that, where you need to do those fine adjustments. But for the majority of games like Mario Kart, Zelda, Smash Brothers, Pokemon, whatever you play, having these kind of very heavy sticks kind of feels quite good. It's a little bit different. It's something that I just noticed with this controller versus PlayStation, Xbox, whatever else. The sticks they do have quite a bit of tension on them. The buttons then are quite soft. So one big thing, especially if maybe you're a parent reviewing for kids, the controllers that come with the Switch are very clicky, they're very loud. So when kids are playing or you're playing, you can hear the clicks a lot. Whereas with this controller, a lot of them are actually hushed quite a lot. So these buttons are quite mushy. So they're not very loud. As you can see, the sound isn't traveling too much from them. These sticks don't make too much noise knocking off. It's not a hard plastic, it's still plastic, but it's not giving that nasty kind of clicking, banging noise. The buttons at the back are quite soft as well. Still clicky, but they're on the softer end. So certainly for sound, it's quite good. Definitely better than the standard controllers. So it's just a little thing that maybe it doesn't bother most people, but some people cannot stand the sound of loud, clicky controllers. This would certainly be on the better end of things. So what kind of features does it have? Well, the obvious thing with this controller versus other ones is you have all your normal controllers at the front. All your normal buttons, sticks, whatever else. It's all here. At the back, you don't have anything extra. You have your two sets of rear buttons. But with the Pro controllers, you get two remappable buttons here underneath, two kind of paddle click buttons. Now these are brilliant because if you're playing games, maybe you're a bit more on the competitive side and you don't want to be taking your thumb off the stick every 2 seconds, you can bind whatever buttons you want to these two here, and you can use them to either your middle fingers or your ring fingers. And what's cool about this controller, especially because it's developed by Nintendo, is you can adjust it or change these button mapping based on each game. So you can have it so that you can quickly switch between games and have these buttons at the back do something a little bit different. You can also quickly reset it and turn it off. So maybe you're like that, a parent and having a kid play. Maybe the kids don't want to use the buttons at the back, so you can disable them, turn them off so that it's not going to interfere with them when they want to play. So it's a good controller if there's different users sharing it. So we kind of looked at a couple of the pros, a couple of the cons. So what do I like about this? Well, the number one thing I like about it is how it feels in the hand. The plastic is a really nice plastic they use. It's got this matte finish. It's not too bad with kind of grease marks from hands, so it holds up well. I've used this for like that a year now, and I've played games like Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, I've played Smash Brothers, I've played Mario Kart, I've played several of the Pokemon main story games. So I put a lot of hours into this controller and it still looks brand new. It's really held up and I'm pretty rough with this thing. You know, I'm not throwing it around the room or anything, but it is very hard wearing. So I love that. And like I said earlier, I think most people will find this very comfortable. I don't find it perfect, but I think most people will. And the other thing I really do love about this is the battery life. Compared to other Pro controllers I've used on other consoles, this by far seems to have the longest battery life that I've experienced. So as for always plugging it in to charge, I don't think you'll find yourself doing that too much. But it is certainly a controller that can hold its own. You know, you're not going to be charging every day, every 2 days. It's going to be brilliant on that end. So I guess the verdict, or the main reason why you want to watch this video is it worth the money? I think the pros outweigh the cons by far. There's not too many cons with these controllers, especially because it's created by Nintendo. It's got the great perk that it can wake the Nintendo Switch. You turn it on, press the home button, it'll wake the Switch for you. Not all third-party controllers can do that. Just something to be aware of if you're comparing it with maybe another brand. So if you're a serious Switch 2 player, I think it's worth it. I think if you take your game seriously, it's worth it on that end. If comfort is your thing, it's going to be far more comfortable than the standard controllers that come with the Switch. So it's an improvement on comfort. As for the cost of it, I only checked today. So when I bought this a year ago, it was €90. So not terrible, not great. It's still a good bit of money just for one controller. But considering 2 add-on Switch controllers are roughly €75, it's not too much extra for a fully functioning controller. But I just checked Amazon right before doing this video, and this is actually on sale at the moment for €73. So I think if you can get this for €73 or roughly $80, $85, I think it's a no-brainer then. I think as long as you get the use out of the Switch, you will get your money's worth with this controller. I think the fact that it is popular and it's very robust, even if you use it for a year, maybe you sell the Switch, maybe you go to a different console, you would still be able to sell this as well, which is a good option that you still would have a good bit of resale value on it. So in a whole package, the combination of its feel, its comfort, the build quality is top notch, and the fact that it works so well with the Switch 2. It wakes it has great charge. I think finally, whether I'd say buy, do not buy or shortlist it, I would definitely say do buy it, as long as you're okay with 1, the smaller size, and 2, you're okay with the fact that it is going to cost a little bit of money, but at the end of the day, if you're getting the use out of it, then it's going to be more than worth it. So I hope that video clarified a couple of things with this controller. I hope the year of use has kind of shown that it can hold its own, that its build quality is really there. It is top notch. And if you found any value in this video, or if this was a good description, please do like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you'd like to see next, and thank you for watching.